Well, it's time now for Flashback, a recap of stories that made headlines during the week. We begin in Lagos, where the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was re-elected for another 4 years. Now, the governor was declared winner by INEC after scoring a total of 762,134 votes, defeating his closest rival, Gbadebo Rhodes Viver of the Labour Party, who scored a total of 312,329 votes, followed by Abdulaziz Adeniran of the PDP with 62,449 votes.
Babajide of APC, meeting the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
That was the announcement that sealed the second term of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. He won with 762,134 votes to defeat his opponent. A journey that has been described as a three-horse race has finally come to an end with overwhelming victory. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu won in 19 local governments. Party agents supporters say the victory is well-deserving.
Democracy at play. It calls for patience, perseverance, and that is what that have played out. Hard work, more work for Lagosians.
For the state chairman of a court party, he advised the governor to bring more dividends of democracy to the state.
The process, well, we've started it and we end it. God give the glory.
Are you satisfied with the results?
I'm satisfied. There is no any doubt of mine. I'm satisfied. The governor, he has to learn from his mistakes.
The president-elect, Ademola Adeleke, will deserve the victory. Same, Mr. Selebu, Governor Sanwo-Olu, also deserve the victory.
And my advice to the governor-elect is for him to be challenged, because there are many challenges on the ground now.
And meanwhile, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor, has extended the olive branch by calling on other contestants to join him to move Lagos forward. The governor said this shortly after he was declared winner of the 2023 governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Family and friends, Lagos State government officials and the All Progressives Congress chieftains converged on the Marina State House to share that victory moment with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Governor Sanwo-Olu of APC polled 762,134 votes to defeat his closest rival, Gbadebo Rhodes Viver of Labour Party, who garnered a total of 312,329 votes, while PDP Jide Adediran came third with 62,449 votes. Then the moment all have been waiting for.
APC 762,134.
For Governor Sanwo-Olu, this victory is a validation of Lagosians' satisfaction with his performance in the last 4 years. Going by the wide margin of victory his party recorded against other parties. He opened his hands of fellowship to other contestants.
No victor, no vanquish, in the true spirit of sportsmanship. If you indeed believe that you want to serve this city, you want to serve this state, you have an opportunity with us. And we will open our doors to listen and to give you a space in this government.
Lagos is one of the most sophisticated states in the country. The Lagosians are very smart and very deliberate. So it's to validate our performance, to say we're happy, please continue what you're doing.
For those who used ethnic sentiments in the election, the governor said Lagos is larger than that and will continue the brotherly love the state is known for.
Lagosians, we need to come together and further build the capacity, the competence, and the experience that we have in this city. Religions will not divide us.
Governor Sanwo-Olu made it clear that election is now over. Governance has commenced.
On Tuesday, President Muhammadu Buhari expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the governorship and state assembly elections. President Buhari commended the remarkable passion towards democracy exhibited by Nigerians through the choices they made in the Presidential, National Assembly, Governorship and State Houses of Assembly elections. And still on the week under review, the Nigeria Labour Congress has directed public sector workers in the country to commence an indefinite strike from Wednesday. The NLC president, Joe Ajaero, said the decision to picket the CBN branches became necessary as the federal government and the Apex Bank has not shown any commitment to addressing the cash scarcity in the nation. Mr. Ajaero directed affiliate unions constituting the Nigeria Labour Congress to be on standby for picketing exercises across all branches of the Central Bank of Nigeria nationwide.
From this week, from Friday, there will be mobilization of all state councils through a NEC meeting. All unions have already been directed to mobilize all their organs and their branches by Wednesday next week. All central bank from the CBN headquarters will be shut till further notice. Workers are directed to stay at home and join in the picketing exercise.
And now to Thursday, where the Central Criminal Court, popularly called the Old Bailey in London, has found a former Deputy President of the Senate, Ekweremadu, and his wife guilty of organ harvesting, along with the doctor who is said to have been the middleman. It is the first verdict of its kind under the Modern Slavery Act, where Senator Ekweremadu, his wife Beatrice, and Dr. Obinna Obeta were found guilty of facilitating the travel of the young man to Britain to exploit him for his kidney. Their daughter, Miss Sonia, who was the intended recipient of a kidney belonging to a street trader in Lagos, was found not guilty. And still on Thursday, the People's Democratic Party has suspended former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, former president of the Senate and secretary to the government of the Federation, Ayim Pius Ayim, for alleged anti-party activities. The National Working Committee has also referred the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, to the National Disciplinary Committee. Meanwhile, former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose, has described his purported suspension from the PDP by the National Working Committee of the party as the last kick of a dead horse. Mr. Fayose, who reacted to the suspension through his spokesperson, said, quote, Ayu and his cohorts are only entertaining themselves with the purported suspension as their latest comedy skit, end quote. Well, on Friday, the Court of Appeal in Abuja set aside the decision of the Osun State Governorship Tribunal and upheld the election of Governor Ademola Adeleke. In a unanimous agreement by a three-man panel led by Justice Mohammed Shaibu, the Court of Appeal quashed the tribunal's judgment and gave its verdict to uphold Ademola Adeleke as governor of Osun State. The panel ruled that the state tribunal was wrong to have said that there was overvoting, a claim that only relied on the evidence of Adegboyega Oyetola and the APC, and as such doesn't prove their case in any way.
The PDP as a political party won its appeal. Yep. INEC as an appellant before this Court of Appeal won the appeal. So the totality of the appeal presented before the Court of Appeal herein have succeeded, and the court has affirmed that Senator Ademola Adeleke remains the governor of Osun State.
Today manifests not only justice, but the scholastic content of the judgment is certainly going to be edifying, because certainly the legal profession is richer for the judgment delivered today.
Of the issues we won, some of a bit more of the issues were lost. Overall, we lost the appeal. But it's so interesting that we believe that as soon as we collect the various judgments, which are all more or less the same, by Monday we would study the judgment and then make our decision. But it's most likely, because of the very interesting nature of the decisions made, that the matter will not end here.
While reacting to the judgment by the Court of Appeal, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke applauded the ruling that overturned the tribunal verdict, describing it as a true reflection of his mandate given to him by the people of the state. The governor was speaking in Ede shortly after the appeal court affirmed him as the governor of the state, and he stressed that the judgment reflects the expectations of the people of the state.
Especially 4 years ago. And I keep telling them that they should keep hope alive. And they stood by me. I was just thinking about them. And the voice of the people is the voice of God.
Well, finally, on flashback, as part of the coordinated efforts to ease the circulation of banknotes across the country, the Central Bank of Nigeria has confirmed the evacuation of both new and old notes from its vaults to commercial banks across the country. In a press release by the Apex Bank, the Acting Director, Corporate Communications Department of the CBN, Mr. Issa Abdul-Mumin, states that branches of the commercial banks will operate on Saturdays and Sundays to attend the customers' cash needs, and the governor of the CBN, Godwin Emefiele, would personally lead the teams to monitor the level of compliance by the banks in various locations across the country. He therefore asked Nigerians to be patient, as the current situation would ease soon with the injection of more banknotes in circulation.